Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Lies of P. In the last one, we fully explored the Grand Exhibition Gallery, and we made it to the boss. We did not go into the boss yet, but I presume that it's going to be a guy called Victor, because there was a lady talking about him being the person that's stopping her from leaving. And also there were some messages about this guy being the strongest man in Krot. And now he's like, he got a disease, but then they fixed it. But everyone in this area is hyped up on some crazy drug. So I figure he's probably hyped up on it too. Um, and we fought a big guy who like looked like he was enhanced by something, who I thought was Victor, but the guy didn't have a name. So I assume it's not actually Victor. But anyways, now we will be going there. Last episode, we also figured out that we could respec at the tree, which I didn't know. Because when I looked it up, you had to get further in the game to respec. Like, literally, we had to get to that goddess statue that Gianjo was talking about to be able to respec. So I'm a little bit confused why I can respec. Maybe it's because we entered the Grand Exhibition, which is where the goddess statue is, somewhere in here. Maybe that's why the tree now let us respec, but I was not pressing the buttons at the tree in the way that would have shown us the respec menu previously. So maybe it was always there and I just didn't realize. Maybe they patched it in, honestly. And that's why the information that I got seems wrong, because it used to be true, but it's not anymore, and you can respec earlier, but I just didn't know. But anyways, we respect our quartz, so we're slightly more optimized. We now have a very heavy emphasis on perfect guards against bosses, because we have this amulet that gives us a damage boost on perfect guard. On perfect guard, we have 2 level ups of destruction, so it staggers them heavier when we perfect guard. And now if we have some guard regain triggered on our health bar, perfect guards can actually give us some of that health back. So now playing defensively, we're actually going to be healing, as well as doing stagger damage to them. So that's going to be really good. Let's go ahead and get to that area. We'll check out this boss, and it's probably going to be this episode unless we're a lot stronger than I think we are. We do have more health than when we had against the King of Puppets. I thought our health was a little bit low, so I've been focusing on that. And we have 3 more pulse cells than we had against the King of Puppets. We beat the King of Puppets with only 4 pulse cells. And honestly, I felt like that was really hindering us, because the more pulse cells you have, I see pulse cells as, when you're in your first few attempts, pulse cells are a way to practice, right? The more hits you can take, the more you get to see in a fight. So the more you get to learn. And now that we have 7 pulse cells, we have like the maximum ability to get hit by moves, learn how they work, and then adapt to it and keep going in the fight without having to run all the way back. Because these boss runs are not that short. I mean, they're not Dark Souls 1 boss runs, but they're definitely not Elden Ring boss runs either. Oh, I thought I couldn't investigate that for a second. This is just the boss thing, yep. Okay, well, it is time to figure out who this boss is. Probably a guy named Victor. There's a lot of this thing that I think is just full of drugs. These giant bats. That looks like a guy named Victor.
My brain. This is where evolution becomes real. Feel me. I am Victor, the champion.
Okay, yep, that is Victor.
Light to the followers of the truth.
Oh, he just breaks you in one hit, huh? Okay. Okay. That's a combo. So my first thought is I don't want to be... okay, don't block that. I don't want to be on the electric blitz that much. Okay. I need to just be guarding more stuff, honestly. Oh. Oh, too fast, actually. I pressed it too soon. Oh, that's a second hit. Okay, fair enough. You could already see we already burned through 4 pulse cells. I'm just gonna go for this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, he actually got to me. Oh, you can't hit him while he's on the ground? Okay, phase 2. His skin didn't load in correctly? It wasn't rendered yet? Oh, now he's getting all juiced up.
The new world belongs to us.
Okay, we only have 1 pulse cell. Okay, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Oh, I can't get away. I was really struggling to get away there. That was good. Oh, he actually dodged that? Oh, that's the grab. I was not. I thought I would have dodged that, but I guess not. Oh, did we dodge that last hit? Would that have hit me? Oh!
I dedicate this victory to you.
That was really good for a first try. I was almost like, we're gonna beat this guy first try. There was a chance. I need to perfect block more stuff. Obviously, like I said, our build is very heavy emphasis on perfect blocking. And that didn't happen a whole lot there. It did happen a little bit. But overall, I feel decent about how we did there. Oh, I was going to switch out the electric blitz. I actually don't know what's best against humans. Because electric blitz is best against puppets. Fire is best against the, like, weird mutant zombie things. Acid might be good against humans, but this guy's kind of, like, jacked up on drugs, so he might be weaker to fire than acid. But electric blitz is probably fine.
Fight to the followers of the truth!
Alright. I don't expect to beat him in, like, 2 attempts. I think the first attempt I was playing very carefully. Now it's time to, like, learn. That's bad. I missed that block. That sucks. Oh, he doesn't. I forget that. He actually... was that not an attack? Is that why that didn't hit? I thought it was a 5-hit combo, but it was actually... one of them missed, so I don't know if it was actually a hit or not. I need to stop doing that. That's not working out for me. Oh, I missed? Okay. I want to try and block those. Oh, okay. Don't dodge right into him. You get stuck. Gotcha. All right.
Not over yet. I am the chosen one.
Oh, he does another one. I didn't think he'd do 2. That's not good. Okay.
I dedicate this victory to you.
So I think I just need to, like, use Falcon Eyes at some point. It might not be that good for this fight. I do think I'm going to switch to the Fire Grindstone. I don't see it being that much more useful. But I do want to save it for phase 2, preferably. Yeah, that was definitely a learning one. I feel like if you don't beat him first try, like, being able to say you beat him first try is way cooler than being like, I beat him second try. I mean, second try is pretty good, but, like, no one's gonna say you're that much cooler for beating him second try than you are for beating him third try. And I think he's difficult enough, and I kind of got lucky just playing super carefully. I dodged I was just trying to dodge everything the first fight.
Followers of the truth.
Which now I'm trying to block everything. Okay, I need to be slower on how many hits I go for.
We are the reborn.
Oh, that was the grab. That sucks. Ooh. We're still okay, though. I kind of just want to end this phase now. That didn't knock him into the next phase, huh? I kind of thought that would as well. How are you still in this phase? There we go.
The new world belongs to us.
No! Why'd you try to do another shot, you idiot? I'm the idiot, but still. Oh, no. Okay, just remember to roll out at the end, I think. Yeah, like that. I think I just heal and go for the win if I can. This is close. That's not good.
You're so weak, so unfit.
Dang it. No!
I dedicate this victory to you.
I didn't think there was another punch to that. Oh, that was so close. I'm almost thinking there's got to be another phase, but that seems unreasonable. He seems too easy, and it might just be because our build is pretty good, right? And I feel like we're playing decently. But he almost seems too easy. Granted, that was attempt number 3 already, and there's some Dark Souls bosses that I've beaten first try that I've ever seen them before. I haven't beaten any boss in this game first try, which is a cool thing about this game. There's no, like, dud bosses in this game. Everything's, like, gonna pose a challenge. This guy's not easy, but he seems too easy. That doesn't really make sense, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. That's bad. Oh, that was not how you dodge that. Okay, I know about all that now. Oh, I forgot about the last punch, though. He always does that, like, sneaky underhanded punch. That was big damage. Okay, that was really good.
The new world belongs to us.
How is not? How do you want to do that? Nope. Dang it. I went for a heavy when I should not have. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. That's definitely his worst attack. Like, he gets punished so hard every time he does that.
We are the reborn.
No, I don't want this. No! No! That's not good. Do I pull out a Fable attack now? Oh! I dodged the wrong direction there. No!
Their duty and their fate.
Are you kidding me? Why did I go for the second shot? If I didn't go for the second shot, I just figured that the cooldown, or not the cooldown, but the recovery off of him whiffing his grab would be enough for me to get 2 shots in. Don't ever go for 2 shots against this guy. He will jump on you. 1 shot always only. That should have been it. Like, I just didn't play correctly, and that's what it comes down to. Assuming that is the end of the fight, I would expect to get there within next 3 attempts easily.
Fight to the followers of the truth.
Dang it. That was bad.
The new world belongs to us.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that was really lucky. I should have gotten hit there.
This is the power of the reborn.
Just run, heal, and then finish this. Nope, not like that. That's not good. Okay, we're good. That's bad. Finish him! Yes, okay. But it's a cutscene. That's not good. He doesn't seem to be dead.
Why be humble? I am evolved. A better man.
Oh! I assume we're not fighting this new guy, though. Right now. Maybe we are. Seems like a guy we'll fight later.
I'm surprised you defeated Victor. Geppetto's creations are truly marvelous. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Simon Manus, a leader among alchemists. I've known your father for a long time. We used to be colleagues, you know. Geppetto didn't understand that the petrification disease can strengthen humankind. Locked into conventional thinking, I'm afraid. But even he can't stop such a magnificent discovery. It's the door to a new world. You've seen this place with your own eyes. Truly inspiring, is it not? What do you suppose our cure has created here? I have to admit some surprise. I didn't expect you to be as rational as we are. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Even if it's a lie. I'm sorry I underestimated you for being a puppet. You're open-minded enough to hear the truth about the petrification disease. The disease does not signify death. It's the process of purifying a person's essence. A purified human who overcomes the petrification disease will gain a strengthened body and a mind free of lies. The essence is ergo. Yes, the ergo you use as your power was once a human being. Our undertaking is to help others experience this purification through this elixir. Truly, it's an honor. Ergo's power can do even more. In the hands of the awakened, its abilities are limitless. We already have the means to control that power. Power beyond your imagination. So while you wallow in a pathetic past, we step forward into humanity's future on the Isle of Alchemists. You're welcome to come to the island and witness our triumph firsthand. Or perhaps you'll make a futile effort to stop us. Maybe the Saintess statue can help you. In any case, good luck. Standing against evolution must be exhausting, not to mention demoralizing. Keep your chin up, puppet, and I'll see you soon. No one can say that Simon Manus, leader of the alchemists, isn't hospitable.
Okay, so he gave us that key. And we got the Reborn Champions Ergo. So the one thing I'll say about that question that he asked me is, I guess he did say what you think they're creating, but technically, like, there is a chance that he believes they're actually creating a cure, right? So someone who thinks they're actually creating a cure would create the hope in other people that there is a cure. So technically, I don't know that that was a lie. I mean, it's probably not what I think. It looks more like he's creating monsters, right? But it's kind of like a subjective question almost. Because it doesn't have definitive answers. Like, I could truly think that he's trying to create the hope of a cure, even though he doesn't actually have a cure. That is possible, and therefore it wouldn't be a lie. Because he simply asks something that isn't provable. So I think some of the questions in this game are weird because almost every single answer I have given, except for very early on when we talked to that lady about her baby, I was like, I don't think this is like there's technicalities to this being a lie. Um, I have heard from someone else that there's like an achievement for lying throughout the whole game, which I think we've done, except there was one situation where we couldn't lie. Because I didn't, if you remember, I accidentally didn't go down that ladder I discovered, so I didn't find the survivors, so I didn't have the stalker's pose, which meant I couldn't lie to that lady who was guarding the tram to the cathedral about being a stalker. So I think I can't get it on this playthrough because I simply messed up one thing, didn't go to an area, even though I knew about the area. Like, if you watch the video, I pointed out the ladder, I just didn't go down it because I got distracted. So I think I can't actually do that. This is interesting. I think this is coming from the Stargazer. I'm a little bit confused as to why he's still here. Does he go away if I rest? Yes. Okay, I kind of thought he would. So we got two directions, right? We got this way, and we got the key that we just got. I think I'm going to go back because we definitely have a level up. Oh, whoops. So we got something from Paul and Dina and Eugenie, I believe. And then we could do a level up. We could check out what this guy's ergo gives. I mean, you'd think that he would give like a heavy weapon. But we didn't get a quartz, right? I kind of wanted a quartz. Oh, Bella's here now, too. Yeah, we didn't get a quartz. Quartz are in high demand right now.
So you met Simon. I've been dreading this conversation. I should have told you about Simon earlier. But it's the sort of thing you have to see to believe. He is the most dangerous man in Krat. He spreads mayhem and death for a delusion he calls evolution. Simon wants to evolve a new world in Krat. A horrible future. Even worse than the carcass monsters we already face. That's why I woke you up. If you can't save Krat from Simon, no one can. Find the Isle of Alchemists. Someone must know how to get there. I will help as much as I can, of course. Please, save Krat. Whatever choice you make, I shall wait for you. That is why I'm the listener. To bear witness.
Ooh, there's more talking?
I've always wondered why I'm a listener. Why this power came to me, in this time and place. But now I understand. Ergo reached out, wanting someone to hear it was once human. Or maybe it wanted someone to remember it. Perhaps a god or an angel. Who knows? But the alchemists have tainted everything. The gold coin tree is a pathetic creature they created from the listeners. Like many of their creations, it's tragic, but useful. You can control Ergo with gold coin fruits. The sad tears of those who became trees. If they get the chance, the alchemists might force me to make such a tree for them. Or something even more tragic. Don't let the sacrifice of the alchemists' victims be in vain. With the fruit, they lend their strength to you. Collect gold coin fruits, and let the Saintess statue inspire you to victory. You honor their sacrifice, their grief, and tears.
So we still didn't go to the Saintess statue, so we need to do that as well. I missed one thing in here because I was kind of thinking about a lot of things.
I've always wondered why, but now I understand. Ergo reached out. Or maybe it wanted someone to remember it.
This part.
Perhaps a god or an angel.
Okay.
Like many of the if they can collect gold.
Didn't tell us that much.
Petrification disease, puppet frenzy, and carcass monsters don't happen by chance. They're all related to Ergo. Ergo is the essence of life, made from the petrification disease. It contains the memories and distilled lifespan of the victim. That's why puppets sometimes awaken their old selves, or describe someone else's memories. Simon coveted Ergo's power, and he noticed that the process of curing the petrification disease could also create enhanced humans. Krat became a city of monsters and petrification disease because of Simon's terrible experiments. The King of Puppets tried to stop Simon, but he didn't do well either. Now, our only hope is you. Save Krat from this nightmare.
You know, for someone who wasn't in the list of quest NPCs,
I shall wait for you.
She sure has a lot to say right now.
That is why.
Okay, so we have one level up. I think I would like to get to 20 vigor next. I believe that's what I said. It doesn't really matter like what I said my plan was gonna be. I kind of like adapt as we go, but that was my general idea at the
At the
moment.
House of Vanini, even priceless things.
But my ideas can always change depending on the information that I got. Like thinking that that boss fight was decently
I
easy.
hear there is a new guest at the hotel, and that you had a little something to do with that.
Okay, so you're talking about her.
I just find saving people is its own reward. I certainly don't need the money. Even strangers. Everyone deserves some help now
We should
and
probably
then.
go talk to her first.
If we who live through times like this don't live the best lives we can, we dishonor the memories of all we have lost. Honoring the lost is why I do what I do. In a way, I envy the dead. They don't have to know what it's like to remember that they're gone. Ha! And here I go again. Blah, 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 and who cares, huh? Now, let's get out there and save my... that is, our city.
Yeah, it seems like some people might be talking about her, so we should probably go talk to her first.
The Grand Covenant. You're not asking much, are you? Very well. Geppetto himself created it, and God help me, I made it work. It's in every puppet, a sort of conscience. And in theory, it should have prevented anything like the puppet frenzy ever happening. It's because we don't truly understand Ergo, at least that's my view. Sometimes Ergo-driven puppets gain what we call awakened egos. Individuality, more or less. Which is a dangerous thing if someone's not ready to handle it. Though that is rare. Or used to be. Hence, the Grand Covenant. Humanity's safety net. But it did not work. The puppet frenzy happened anyway. And I still don't know how. So, the King of Puppets, how did he get around the Covenant, I wonder? He used the ergo wavelengths, but what did he do to their consciences? However, it's a different story when a single puppet cracks the safety device of so many puppets. Does the Grand Covenant break when their ego awakens? Or did someone cause the frenzy after lifting the Grand Covenant? If it's the former, the King of Puppets is the culprit. If it's the latter, the King of Puppets is a means to an end. I am but a simple, brilliant genius and a man about town. I do not pretend to be otherwise. That is why I'm asking you to solve this. Everything depends on what you do now and your choices. I always welcome...
So one other thing that I've been thinking of since we saw Simon, though, is... I remember after the Archbishop, now it's been a while since we killed the Archbishop, there was a cutscene about a guy collecting ergo sitting in a chair somewhere. And we have no idea where that is. I presume it might be the Alchemist's Island. But either way, that guy, for some reason, the picture I have in my head, keep in mind this was probably like 3 weeks ago or something, but the picture I have in my head is not what Simon looks like. So is there someone else who's important, or am I just misremembering? Let's go talk to Belle before we talk to you, Jenny.
I'm afraid you saw my bad side at the Grand Exhibition. I
This
was
is your
able to
good side?
escape, thanks to you. I didn't mean to be ungrateful. I'm a soldier from outside Krot. They sent us in pairs to investigate. I got trapped by the blockade and separated from my partner. I don't think the puppets are the only things at play here. Can I stay with you until I get in touch with my partner? I get the puppets, but what are the monsters doing here? What is happening to Krot? I get the puppet. What is happening?
Okay, she doesn't have anything to say about the people here.
Will you do, me a favor? For once, it's not difficult or dangerous.
Oh, really?
Just give this to Alidoro.
Oh, she wants to thank
I
him?
give it to him myself, but he's in the Barren Swamp now.
What?
He'll understand the significance of this gift. I know. Just do this for me, and I'll be grateful.
So she said at some point that he saved her life, but she was too scared to go talk to him. A gift of gloves made by Eugenie for Alidoro. Uniquely, it only has 4 fingers. Eugenie vividly remembered the stalker who saved her from the workshop tower right before she starved to death. She prepared a thoughtful gift to thank him for his heartbreaking sacrifice. Does he only have... I mean, I guess it's missing a pinky. I don't know. It's always confusing whether you call the thumb a finger or not. In normal parlance, you usually just refer to it as a finger, but... I didn't notice him having less fingers. But this is news to me that he's not here anymore. I wanted to check on Boss Souls.
I know my way around a weapon.
Okay, we can't do that. That's fine. The other guy who had something for me supposedly was Paul and Dina.
Lady Antonia has heard about the Grand Exhibition. She realizes their cure is meaningless. Her illness has worsened. Perhaps because she lost hope. I fear we might lose her soon. Lady Antonia cautions against it, to be sure. But I still believe that gold coin fruit is our last hope. I have heard about an alchemist who knows how to use that most miraculous of medicines. Please find a way to treat her.
Nothing else.
No matter what fate's serving her, welcome to...
Okay. And none of these really help me at the moment. So you have infinite of these, though, which is interesting. So they must only last for a little bit of time. I have 3 of these, so 4th one would give me the last upgrade for Falcon Eyes. Which might be worth it. I know that I said at some point I didn't think the rolling was very good, but let me look at it one more time. Because if it takes so long to shoot it, that if the rolling... Oh, we already have enough. The rolling lets you shoot it quickly and while moving. So it might be better than what we're doing right now, where I just try and shoot it in neutral. Because then we get, like, punched in the face or something. Are there any new arms to craft? We have 2 plugs, so we can craft 2 of these, but honestly, I don't really have much interest in using any of these. Unless we somehow find a new one, I'm not that interested. So I think I might just get this. The thing about it is I'm gonna then want to specifically dodge and then shoot, which uses stamina, which will be interesting. But I think it'll make it safer to actually shoot bosses. Because we saw a few times in there, like sometimes when I'm just standing looking at a boss and I press the shoot button, I don't know if the boss is gonna close that gap and like punch me in the face. I have literally no idea if he's going to be able to do that or if he's just going to sit there and take it. Now, whenever I fire 2 shots, that's when they get real upset, but...
People have no thanks for keeping me.
Okay, you have nothing new to say. Alidoro is gone. So he's in the Barren Wasteland, or Barren Swamp, is that what they called it? Which means that is probably the next area we're going. So all Paul and Dino wanted to tell me is that Antonia has given up and that I need to find the cure with an alchemist. I don't think that alchemist is Gianjo, but we might as well go check in with him real quick. Might as well pick these real quick. I don't know what this accomplishes, so I'm not going to do it quite yet. We might do it at the start of an episode.
How's the cure for the petrification disease coming along? Glad you asked. It's going well, thanks to you.
I've given you 3 coins.
Sadly, it cannot cure everyone completely. Victims who have progressed too far have already lost organ function, and there's no way to restore that. Even if we eliminate the petrification disease, they won't last long. Their passing might be less painful than petrification, though. Are you sure? I can make a cure, Mr. Stalker, but I leave the choice to you. A longer but painful life, or a quicker but peaceful end. I'll make the cure if you give me 1 gold coin fruit.
Ooh. So... if I say I'll be back, can I do it later? It seems like what that means to me. Essentially, it seems like Antonia is probably too far gone in the disease, and there's no saving her because her body is beyond saving anyways, and she'll just die. Why does the petrification disease prolong their life, though? Like, if their organs already aren't working, you'd think that they would just die from that, right? Like, I don't see why getting rid of the disease shortens her life. Unless it's, like, really strenuous on the body to get rid of it. Make cure. Okay, so it is for Antonia, specifically. Part of me wants to go talk to Paul and Dina and see if I doubt he's going to give me any insight. I think it's just the choice is up to me. If the choice is up to me, I would make the cure. I feel like Antonia would rather be cured and die like that. especially if she's already given up. The question is, does it have any story implications? Like, if she lives longer, like, will she actually live longer within the confines of the game? And therefore, like, be there to give me a piece of advice later, or not be there to give me that piece of advice?
You don't remember much. Ask me about Harry.
Nothing. So that's interesting. And I feel like this game will do something like that, where this choice is going to affect something. I wanted to talk to Paul and Dina about it.
No matter what fate brings, serving her, welcome to...
Okay, he says nothing on the matter. That's tough. I think I'm gonna go with what I would do. And that's just how we're gonna live with that decision.
Stalker, please.
Do you have anything new? No, you suck. Okay, so I have the cure.
Stalker, please.
The other question is...
The cure isn't exactly stable. Give it to the patient as soon as possible.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say I could just hold on to the cure and give it to her later, right? And maybe there's a special interaction for doing something like that. Obviously, Elden Ring had all those different interactions you could use that sleeping potion for. With what's his face? I don't even remember what his name is. That stupid one of Ronnie's. I don't know if it was a disciple, but like one of her followers was that real messed up guy who wanted you to use a sleeping potion on a specific person, but you could use it on other people to get other effects, which was kind of cool. This game could do something like that, but I think, and like the obvious answer was to just give it to the right person in Elden Ring, and I think in this case the obvious answer is just to give it to Antonia right now. But that brings up the question, like, if I held on to it and brought it with me, could I use it on someone else? Will Gianjo make more for me if I ask? Is this my only chance to get a cure to give to someone else? There's lots of different options, but let's talk to Antonia. Maybe she has something to say.
Thanks for keeping. I'm an old friend. Make yourself. If you have any.
You have nothing. I can't even use it. That's not what I expected. A prototype of a cure made by Gianjo using gold coin fruit. They say it can be given to someone suffering from the petrification disease as a cure. Petrification disease not only makes the body stiffen, but also causes long-term organ failure. There is no guarantee that someone who catches it will survive even after being cured. I can't do anything. Like, I can't do it.
People have. Thanks for keeping me.
Maybe I give it to Paul and Dina and he'll do it?
I believed in you, and my belief has been rewarded. She can be cured. It feels like a dream. The possibility of imminent death, though. Why won't pain ever leave her alone? I cannot make this choice. Every option is painful. I cannot know what's best for her. What would you choose? Yes. I suppose ignoring her pain wouldn't be right. Thank you so much. No matter what happens, I will accept it. I will administer the medicine. Please accept this token of my gratitude.
So that's interesting. The default answer was to not use it. I went for the other answer. He also said that the possibility of death, meaning that I guess we're not sure if it will kill Antonia. I was kind of like, oh, Gianjo thinks for sure it's going to kill her.
Fate brings us, serving her. Welcome to Hotel.
Paulandina seems to think there's a chance she lives from it still.
People have no thanks for...
Okay, right now there's nothing. Could be a reload the area situation. I don't know if this actually does anything.
No matter what, serving welcome.
Like, I don't know how you reload the area in this game.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, you do just
Come
rest.
here. I've been in such a good mood all day. I have a feeling I'll be in better shape in no time. Oh, and you better not underestimate me just because I'm not as spry as I used to be. I know you and Paulandina are up to something. Still, I haven't felt this happy in a while. Only kind people can give others this sort of happiness. I always treasure a day like today. Thank you. People have no thanks for...
I don't know why she's happy. Paulandina must have maybe given it to her in secret.
Welcome.
That's a little unclear. We'll check back in with them later. What do I want to do right now? I would like to see if we can find the goddess's statue real quick. It could be... maybe that key was to the goddess's statue? Let's read the key real quick. Because usually after boss fights, it just kind of goes into the next area, which I think will be the Barren Swamp in this case. Let me look at the key. Yeah, Saintess of Mercy Statue Gallery. Okay, so that is where it is. A key from Simon Manus, leader of the alchemists. It opens the Grand Exhibition Gallery where the Saintess of Mercy statue can be found. Why is he giving me the key to that, though? That seems like our only hope at beating him. He's one of those super cocky bad guys who gives the protagonist a chance when he doesn't have to give us a chance. The genius engineer Camille received a request from the alchemist and created a masterpiece. This was the Saintess of Mercy statue that brought back to life the puppets under golden divine protection. Oh, we kind of saw that in the Opera House, maybe? At least a golden protection. What's going on here? Lots of dead bodies. So, if we understand correctly, the Grand Exhibition became essentially Simon's experiment.
The Isle of Alchemists. According to the guide, Vanini visited that place. That's something, I guess.
Oh, so that's how... But I thought Vanini said he didn't know how to get there. He was like, someone must know how to get there. We're not gonna walk too far right now. I can't break those. I want to go back to the statue. Oh, we're back to a tram. I don't think I'm gonna take a tram right now. Oh, there's those guys. Alright, well, let's talk, pals.
Ciao, Bello. It seems you and I share a strong connection.
Talking to an alchemist is like talking to a brick wall. That's also an alchemist.
Brother, you should say hello to your friend. But it is true that we are in something of a bind. We're going to need to consult with our old friend.
You got that right, sister. Our pal is sure to help us. We didn't behave that badly at his last shindig. I hope.
A moment, please. My young brother here is slowly but surely losing his very sight, his windows to the world, to a terrible, slow-working illness. That is why I seek the gold coin fruit. It's said to work miracles, and do I ever need one? The alchemists give us just enough to keep him going, but not enough to cure, and never what they promised. We can't rely on those crucible-kissing wizards. Please, don't make me beg. He needs this. Besides, for a fellow who raided the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's den and walked out in one piece, it'll be as easy as eating your weight in bumbaloni.
Please, the gold coin fruit is the only thing that helps. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Please, the gold coin fruit is the only thing that helps. Can you spare any? As a personal favor?
See, this is what I was just talking about. We gave the thing to Antonia. I feel like if we still had it, I could give it to him right now. There would be another option to give him the cure. I'm gonna give them the gold coin fruit because...
We knew you were a true friend.
I don't know how much we're
generous.
giving.
That's right. I liked you from the start, you know? Just had a feeling. If you felt otherwise, that wasn't me.
Ignore this one. When he gets excited or just feels happy, he gets chatty. But he really is grateful. We both are. On that note, I hate to borrow and run, but we have another request from the alchemist to take care of, so we will be staying behind. You'll need to go on without us, so I suppose this is farewell. I won't ever forget your kindness. Here, a small token, but it's a gift from the heart. Now go.
A beg thing and a record. So yeah, I feel like this guy, and it looks like the recording's actually struggling right now, probably because of all the rain. Okay, it's back to normal. I feel like we could have given him the cure maybe if I still had it. We only gave him one fruit. That's interesting. I wonder if I could have had Gianjo make another one, but I don't think there was time. I think it was a choice because these guys just kind of want to go. So I think if I had said don't give it to them, they would have left anyway.
I never forget a friendly face. Now go. I never forget.
But that's just what I'm thinking.
I never forget.
Oh, I can't talk to you?
Honestly, I didn't really expect you to bring us a damn thing, and yet... Thank you. Truly. I'm not saying I'm ready to set up housekeeping, or that I even trust you. But given time, I think we could become actual friends. Honestly, I didn't...
Yeah, that's just the stuff that I'm thinking about at the moment. I think it would have been interesting to instead be able to give him the potion, and I see a very clear line where we just now was the first opportunity to make the potion, right? So there's a very high chance, because he said that the potion expires, and then we immediately, the next story thing is to see them. Makes me think that you could have just taken the potion straight to them instead. I could very easily see the gamer, or the game developers doing that. And it probably has other effects, because I doubt that one gold coin fruit is going to cure that guy, because he's not an alchemist, he doesn't know what to do with it. They seem to be working for the alchemists, probably because they need the cure. So yeah, I do want to go talk to Gianjo one more time. But first I want to get to the Saintus statue. There's just always so much to do. Like, literally, we killed the boss at, like, what, the 30-minute mark of this video? And then ever since then, we've just been doing story stuff. There's always so many things to investigate. What is the best way to get to that door? Not this. I've gone the wrong way. I want to go up that ladder at the Stargazer and then go backwards from the boss fight. Like, now we could have just run backwards from the boss fight, which would have worked perfectly fine, but now we've just taken longer to accomplish the same thing. It's definitely cool that I'm seeing all of these different lines in the game. Oh, this is just right here. Okay. It was not far at all. I'm seeing all these different lines for how the story could play out. And how you could alter the story. And I feel like a lot of them are actually how the game works. I'm making decisions that are locking us into a certain path. So I can't actually see all these other options without another playthrough. What? Why are you here? If you already knew how to get in here, why didn't you tell me how to get in here? Respect. Stargazer in here. We'll grab that immediately. You can do a system reset using the Saintess of Mercy statue. Gold coin fruit can be consumed to reset your level. P organ legion arm. The more times you reset... Oh, it gets more expensive? That's lame.
Whatever choice you make, I shall wait for you.
So you're just hanging out here? Like, why are you here?
Oh, this device must be powered by gold coin fruit. A new life for an old puppet.
Okay, so this is all it does, but obviously I proved that we could already do that at the tree, huh? That's weird. They must have patched it in on the tree, but there's no message that you can do that. So that's a little weird. Okay, there's a lot of ideas going through my head right now. We're gonna go to Giangio one more time. Then we'll go... I mean, surely it's just not gonna be an option to make a new potion. Because it was like an opportunity by chance, right? Maybe he would have made us a second potion if the second one was for Antonia, because we already had used it on someone else. But I can't imagine that he would make us a second one if... Like, these guys aren't even going to be there anymore. They're just going to leave, so he's not going to make us a second potion for some random stalkers.
Stalker, please.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know. I think if I had done it in the other order, I want to say there would have been different options, but... So next time maybe we'll try an injection booster just to see how long it works, like how much it actually speeds it up by. Something like that, but... For now, last thing we're gonna do is run back to where that tram was.
I get the puppets. What is happening?
Okay, you don't have anything new to say. You're here as well.
Whatever choice you make.
Why are you in both places? I'm gonna go back to the Saintess statue. Wait, hold on. The guide said Vanini knows how to get there.
I always welcome...
You have nothing to say. So it seems like the only thing to do is to continue forward. Let's teleport here. We'll see if Sophia's still here. I don't know why Sophia's in both places. That's kind of weird to me. It makes me suspicious of Sophia more than anything. Why would she ever leave the hotel? And then we're gonna run to the boss room. And then we'll see if the fox and the cat are still there, but I doubt it.
Whatever choice you make.
So yeah, I would be interested to know if I was right about my prediction of you can use the potion on the black cat instead. Then my curiosity would go to, can I make a second potion for Antonia? Also, these all respawn, so I guess there's probably no reason to break them. But yeah, could you make a second potion for Antonia after that? Because then you're only really stalling Antonia getting the cure for a little while. But it seems like that was the only opportunity to give it to the Black Cat, but it didn't say it was there. So, yeah, I could just be spouting out nonsense here, but part of me thinks that's true. But it's the kind of thing that you would really have to think about. Like, I was already on that kind of, like, thought process, but I decided to give it to Antonia because it was the obvious thing to do. Yeah, they're not here anymore. So we'll take the tram next time. For now, we're going to go back to the hotel. I did it because it's the obvious thing to do, right? But I acknowledge that there might be a different choice. And I think if you do the obvious thing, you might not even realize that there was another choice. But maybe I should have done the non-obvious thing because I considered it to be a possibility. Now, essentially, I'm required to do another playthrough before I can even know. Because I feel like most people on their first playthrough aren't even going to think of that. And me being the way I am, I'm like, oh, I'll do the obvious thing instead of doing the niche thing that may or may not even work. When I should have maybe just done the niche thing because it would have made our first playthrough unique. But that's just what I'm thinking of. Maybe if people know the answer to that, probably there's a chance I might know the answer by the time this episode comes out. But you could still always leave a comment if you know the answer or not. Don't spoil anything in the future, though, for me or for other people watching. Just because there's no need to spoil anything coming up. But if you know specifically if we could have acted differently in that scenario, I don't want to know what it would have done, but I want to know if it was a possibility or not. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. We'll definitely have to think about... I might look some stuff up after we finish the game and consider if we should do another playthrough. The problem is, I think there's more games coming up that I want to get to as well. So as much as I like this game, I don't know that I want to do another playthrough on the channel immediately. So maybe we will take a break from it, come back to it and do another playthrough. We'll just have to see what's up and what games actually come out that would make good content. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one so far. Hopefully you enjoyed the boss fight. I think the boss fights are what people want to see most in these games. Want to see, like, you want to see someone do worse than you, right? You want to see someone struggle more than you did, make yourself feel better. Or you just want to see, like, how they do in the fight in general. And then we always do all the story stuff, so if you're interested in the story stuff, you can see all of my decisions, and I try and get as much story out of my decisions that I can. I go explore every area that's relevant to those decisions. But anyways, and we talk about, like, alternate paths that we maybe could have taken. But hopefully this has been enjoyable so far. It seems like we'll be moving to the Barren Swamp next, which I don't know how long these areas are going to be. If they're as long as the first 4 areas, we've cleared off one of the second 4 areas now. So we'll see if everything is as long as just the Grand Exhibition, or a combination of the Lorenzini Arcade and the Grand Exhibition. I don't know if I want to call those all one area because they're not on the same thing on the map, are they? Maybe they were. Oh, they were. So technically they were all one area. So maybe everything's just gonna be this long still, and it's gonna take us like 2 or 3 episodes to clear every single area, plus the boss. Huh. We'll see. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.